was the promotional art for when it released?
Yeah.
Back in D1?
Yeah. That's a fucking nostalgia. That's a hit of nostalgia right there.
It has nowhere else to run. I think that statement is more terrifying by itself. Nowhere else to run.
I can't believe Red's gone, though. My fucking god. The Black Fleet is here in full force. The Traveler is not about the city anymore. And we've lost Red.
Who else are we gonna lose?
I do not feel good about going into Lightfall.
We've lost one of our biggest assets. Well, two of them, technically.
He's really going.
Come back!
I'm sorry. I promise not to masturbate to you anymore.
I'm gonna miss it. Zavala, the ball's gone!
Allow me to read this, if you would.
Please
For
do.
a moment. He says quietly, I thought my greatest fear had become reality. The Traveler had decided to leave us to fend for ourselves. He turns to face me with a look of tired relief in his eyes. But in that moment, I also had another thought. Just then, Zavala cast his eyes upward once more. The last time I saw Cabal watch ship, the sky was city. I looked to the Traveler to save us. But now, Cabal, Alexei, awoken. Our allies have rallied to us. We look to each other instead. Zavala rumbled to his shoulders, then squares them to the challenge ahead. In the wake of Rasputin's sacrifice, the Rasborn have begun pulling back their forces. But I can't shake the feeling that they're just making way for an even greater threat. When he looks at you again, it is with steel in his eyes. Whatever the Traveler's intention, it chose to stay with us, just as we have chose to stand with it together. Max?
Rowan. Gotta go talk to Mom.
We will not let his sacrifice be in vain. We will stand together. We will bring down Callus, Zevu, the Worm Gods, and the Witness.
I'm gonna turn them into another sword with eager edge on it. The most evil of all of the perks.
He wants a final shape. We will be that final shape.
The sword logic. Oh wait, no, can't do that one.
Damn it, I was in the middle of an speech there, man.
Ikora, you're never gonna believe what happened.
You read her line.
Gladly. Ikora is silent. She stands facing the empty space in the sky that once held the Traveler and says nothing. A cool breeze blows across the plaza, picking up dried leaves and scraps of paper from the bazaar. The silence that has fallen over the tower is haunting. Ikora turns and exhales a long-held breath. If you've come to me for guidance, I have none. The words fall heavy out of her mouth. Nothing could have prepared me for this. She looks away for a moment, not ready to cross this conversational line. But she finds her strength again. Guardian. Ikora's voice has an adamancy to it. Whatever comes next, I want you to know that it has been an honor fighting alongside you. Through loss, through victory, through the haze of war between. I don't know if this is humanity's final hour, she says, looking up to the sky. But if it is, then we will face the end together. Ikora looks at you, and for the first time you see something new in her eyes. You see fear. Go spend time with the people you love, Ikora says, in quiet certainty. It may be your last chance, too.
Our light is stronger than ever.
You want to know who I want to spend my last hours with?
You. For sword logic or worse. There ain't nobody else I would have fought alongside.
I'm glad to call you my brother. Brother.
Glad to call you my brother. Brother.
Who we gotta go talk to next?
Looks like we gotta go talk to Anna Bray in the helm.
Thanks to the helm, brother.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
What have you learned, Guardian?
You know what would be extra heartbreaking? If in the time that Rasputin was preparing, he like wrote a little letter or something to Anna, or to everybody, like almost like a suicide note, but it's kind of like a final farewell, because he didn't really get the time to say much.
I know we didn't get to talk to Rasputin the person for very long, but I liked him. I liked him a lot.
He was a good man. Alright, let's go console our other friend here.
Guardian, ever think about the things we pick up? People we latch onto as if something outside of us could tell us who we are? Like polishing a rusty name tag to a fine shine. Being a Bray defined me, for better or worse. I thought Rasputin was my link to who I was, that I could rediscover myself through him. I tried that for a long time, like he was a tool. It wasn't until later I understood he'd become a person. Rasputin was family. But now, he's gone. He sacrificed himself to save us. Clovis would never have done that. But I taught Rasputin to make his own decisions. In the end, he defined who he was, and what he did. And so can I. I can carry on the Bray legacy. Not Clovis's, but mine. I can choose what it means to be a Bray. Just like Rasputin chose what it meant to be a Warmind. Goodbye, Red. For real, this time. Thank you for teaching me who I am. Who I could be. And who I want to become.
I'm sad.
He did leave a final message for us, Rohan.
Guardian, if you are listening to this, then the deed is done. I trust my sacrifice was not in vain. Anna and I have shared our farewells. This will be hard on her, but she is resilient, strong, and she is not alone. I have a final message for you as well. the Neptunian city in Osiris's visions is real. I do not know its exact location, but it is home to the Veil, an object of immense paracausal power,
The Veil?
one that is linked to the Traveler. The details are contained within the Nephele stronghold files retrieved from the Cosmodrome. I have decrypted them for Osiris's benefit. Tell him it is a parting gift, from one old miser to another. All other files referencing the city have been deleted from my records, and not by me. Someone wanted it to remain a secret. Anna once worried that she had neglected to teach me how to trust. But now, as my penultimate act, I entrust this knowledge to you. Use it well, my Seraph. Humanity has no more need of a war mind. Not when you have each other.
The spirit of the war mind, the weight of the world.